Hi everybody, this is Julissa. I know it's late, but today is already Thursday, November 12th, 2020. And I'm just here because I wanted to do a quick video regarding something that I read. And this is what doesn't make sense to me. So, Chicago just order a stay-at-home order starting Monday, and they're gonna do it for 30 days. So they say cancel your Thanksgiving plans. They saying that they're seeing 500 to 1,000 cases of the pandemic, of the virus, being reported per day. So and they're saying, cancel your Thanksgiving plans. They don't want to see people gathering. And the mayor of Chicago, she was saying about starting Monday, she's like, I want to remind all the retailers that there we have a pandemic going on. And she was saying how sometimes she drives around and there's a lot of cars in the establishment for big retail chains. And I think that's so true, because even here where I am in Connecticut, I pass by with the mall and the parking lot is filled with cars. It looks almost like Thanksgiving, like Black Friday is tomorrow, or it's the day during Black Friday. It's so busy. Like, I feel like the mall is so busy. I also frequent a nice arena. Like, I pass by it a lot, and I always notice it's always having an event. And I understand, Chicago and Connecticut are two different states and all of that, but there is a concern because they're seeing so many cases go up in the entire country, right? Here's my thing though, and I'm not trying to laugh. It's just ironic, and I don't understand it. Yeah, okay, because we have been using the face mask, we have kept our social distance, we have washed our hands, like I was saying in my previous video, there are people in the supermarket. If you get a little close to them, you can tell they're upset. If you walking back from the door to the car because you forgot your mask, people get upset, and I feel like everybody is already doing their part. So what is happening? Obviously, it's not working because there's so many cases. But what I wanted people to understand this point, because here's the thing: the testing has gone up also like crazy. So this is why this is the only country in the world. I mean, this pandemic is affecting the entire world, but this is the only country in the world that is reporting so many cases, because they're testing a lot of people. And people say, well, that's a good thing, because then you have it. But here's the thing though, I feel like it's so strange. I know people will not understand this point, but there are people who have it, and it goes away so quick, because like I said before, this virus doesn't kill everybody that gets it, but like there's everybody's being testing, but obviously something that they told us to do is not working, because we wear our face masks, but you see the social distancing happen. The churches have been affected by this. Now in Chicago they're saying that they don't want people, they don't want it. The minimum is 10. Everybody knows in the church to have just 10 people. It's not, it's just unheard of, unless it's like, unless it's obviously like a small group or something like that. I feel like they also were saying, they're gonna work with the religious leaders, to talk about that and stuff. But think about it, so 30 days, so by December, and like a month from now, so by December 12th, whatever, I don't understand it. Because my concern is, and I know I'm not in Chicago, but I make this video for everybody, but I feel like it's one state sets, one city sets the record or something, sets the the standard, then everybody's gonna start copying that. And my concern is they want us in lockdown, they want us wearing the face masks, they want us keeping a social distance, and here we are rotating in this big circle called coronavirus that is not going away. It's been so long since this whole thing started. You know, the vaccine is going to be used. That's what their plan is, to use the vaccine first of all in the in the nursing homes. So, you know, I do have an issue with that. You know, my mother is in a nursing home right now. I do have an issue because people, residents in the nursing home, are dying of starvation. They're dying of isolation. You know, they're being punished by using the excuse to protect them. They're being punished by not being able to hug their family members, and it's been way too long, and nobody seems to come up with some sort of idea. You know, there has to be some sort of plan, you know, that if you are letting, you know, and I'm going a little bit off the subject, but this is all affecting everybody, right? So if you're allowing family members to at least, you know, get tested, you know, here's my proof, I'm negative, you know, let me put on my PPE, wear whatever that I need to do, but let me hug my mom, you know, let me be there with her anytime that I can, because, you know, the interaction is needed. The interaction is needed, and we're missing the point here. There's something strange about this whole thing, because if you're telling me, you know, like in the medical office, right? You get people that calling in and they say, you know, I saw the doctor over the weekend, and he gave me something because I wasn't feeling good, and it's been 3 days and I'm worse. So what does the doctor do? Come back again, we're gonna check you again, and we're gonna change what you're taking. He can say that, or he can say take it for another week. But here's the thing, the solution that was given to us as citizens here was wear your mask, wash your hands, you know, use the hand sanitizer and keep the distance, you know. We've been doing that since March, people. It's not working because the cases are going up. So now their hope right now is in a vaccine. We all know when a vaccine comes in the market, it needs to go through a lot of testing, you know. And the problem that I have with these people in the health department is they're planning on using the vaccine first in the nursing homes. And I heard an expert this morning saying that they're gonna do 1 to 2 vaccines to each resident right now at a nursing home. So here's my advice to anybody out there watching this video. If you have the possibility at all to get your family out of a nursing home right now, you should just go for it, because just have the faith, pray about it. If you need prayer, reach out to me, do it, because here's the thing, we all know when something new is being tested, it's gonna come with flaws, you know. It's not gonna be like 100% safe. They might call it safe, and with the excuse of protecting people, they want to test it. I feel like it's gonna be a test first in the nursing homes. And we all know that the people in the nursing homes had died. So many of them had died. And the strange thing about this whole thing about nursing home is that they locked the family out of the nursing homes in March. And the cases went crazy. They were losing members up and down because of the virus. So who was bringing the virus in if there were no visitors allowed? Oh, they say, oh no, because in a place like that, you know, you have the elderly, and you know, they're so weak, they already have different type of diseases, and they're dealing with stuff, so, and they're living like in open rooms and stuff, so it gets contagious. Okay, but it's the same thing as a college dorm, you know. It's the same thing as a daycare. I mean, to see the daycares open, You know, and I know it's a difference in age and everything, but the people who take care of children are older, obviously. But anyways, so we all know the people that were bringing the virus into the nursing homes were exactly the workers. We need the workers, obviously, but I'm saying they waited too long to test their own people. And who paid for that? Our own family members. Some of them had the virus, and some already passed away because of that. And the plan is, because as you guys know, the nursing homes are still in lockdown. Good luck trying to get a compassionate care visa like it was ordered by the federal government. That is so hard to get that it should be against the law. Nobody's checking up on that. Nobody's, is making sure these private agencies that own the nursing homes are checking and doing what they are being told by the government. So it's just crazy. It's crazy that they're gonna test it in them first with the excuse, and if they test it and if it go bad, let's say they tested an elderly patient, that already has something going on. They're gonna say, oh well, she was, she already dealing with diabetes or with whatever else, So it's so unfair. It's unhuman for them to do that. I feel like there is not enough voices out there for the elderly. There's nobody like knocking on doors and saying we gotta do something about it. I have seen since March, people that work and they have titles and they say we defend the elderly. I have seen a change in them. They have calmed down a little bit. They're not talking anymore. It's almost like they're being silenced, and that's a problem, people. you know and the fact that these people in nursing homes are still in isolation, because the nursing home can say to the health department anything they want, and to you go there and you check on a Sunday afternoon, on a Saturday night, and you see exactly what's going on, and if you see if they're actually getting your family member out of the room to at least get some sauna, unless you have a visitation outside. That, I mean, I had a visitation, and I was wearing a heavy coat with my mom, like, because it was too cold out. Yet the nursing home refused to do a visit because they don't want to let people in. Like, are you kidding me? What happened to the mandate that the government did? You're supposed to let people in because of the weather. It's so wrong what they're doing in these nursing homes. So if anybody out there want to unite with me, and we can knock on doors and just send messages and stuff. But honestly, guys, my message to you is, if you can, there's a lot of resources in the state. If you can get your family member out for at least the winter time, we can say, like, no, November, like Thanksgiving, like November to March. If you can keep them at home for that amount of time, because I know a lot of them need the care 24/7, so it's hard. But even so, there's resources to you. Don't think that things are impossible. You won't even have to get like furniture. Like, there are resources. So if you need to do what you have to do it. I feel like they should have a voice. We have been locked out of there for so long, and this thing keeps on rotating in the orbit. Like, now like, Chicago is already on lockdown starting Monday for 30 days, saying to cancel your Thanksgiving plans if you don't leave the house unless it's essential. It only takes one city to start it, and then you see everybody doing the same thing, folding their hands, shutting down. Like, you can hear the doors shutting down, and here we are back again in March, but before we know it, it's gonna be a year, and God forbid how we're gonna be in March. And I'm not saying to do this out of fear. I'm just putting it out there what the plan is, so that we know and we are aware. The plan is to use this vaccine first in the nursing home residents. And what I'm saying, yes, it can work and something, but here's the thing with the flu shot too. The flu shot is the virus. When you get the flu shot, you get the virus. This is what happened. Like in January, they were giving out, oh, everybody, you gotta get the flu shot. You gotta get the flu shot, and then they have an outbreak on flu. Like, isn't it like so obvious that we don't even see it? So I just wanted to do this quick video about that. But by any means, I was not planning on doing a video about this, not planning on talking about nursing homes either, but God is the one who put that in me to just talk about it now. So I really hope that whoever is out there listening can get something from this. If you needed a confirmation, this is your confirmation. If you have to get a family member out of a nursing home, do whatever you have to do, but do it quick. Not out of fear, but out of precaution. And if you were praying about it, this is your confirmation. So let's pray for this country. Let's pray for the cities that we live in. Go out there, use your precautions. The sun will rise every morning. So God is in control. We do our part, but we have our faith in God. We have our faith in God, and that's all we have. So this is my message for today. If you want to know more about me, my website is julisadesigns.com, and if you want to support this channel, there's a link here for the PayPal account and the Patreon account. Thank you so much, everybody. I hope you have a good night.